Well, finally something from Sumo about this. First I have to say that I hope this update fixes the game, and some of the updates I have been having here. Multiplayer game clearly and game crashes. Certainly, yes, and I have these game crashes here. Say PlayStation 4 save profile corruption. Yeah, because my stupid thing corrupted me on twice. Never got in the third place here. There's missing DLC issues, and I hope that they've covered cross-controller pack, because I certainly want this one here. And yeah, I'm doing my laundry over here, but look, Sumo, we shouldn't have this in the first place, and we shouldn't have problems like this in the first place. Oh yeah, your game got corrupted here because of the super bugs in the game. And so yeah, like if you're in obligation to making video games, the game should have been working in the first place, alright? I don't expect games to be broken the day of launch, alright? I mean, you should have tested the game crash and multiplayer, you should have tested the servers, alright? Your servers are the issue. So I have to say that the servers should be tested before the game is released. That's why people can't connect, because hey, look, you have to be able to you have to be able to provide us with the service here. The save profile of corruption. Yes, I mean simple things like this. How about the data that's properly is guard your stuff from crashes like this here. And so I hope 1.05 fixes this, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be ticked off at this company. I've never had problems with broken games since I've never had games like since the dawn of Atari. Yeah, I mean there's a couple of incomplete. There is not so much Atari here, but maybe towards the end here when E.T. the Extraterrestrial was buggy mess, and shit, you can't get out of the pit like like doing it out there here. But yes, did you guys experience a broken game during the days of Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sony PlayStation, Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, PlayStation 2? I never had any broken games at that point. So perhaps that, when the internet sort of matured, game publishers has said, oh yeah, we can just release it broken and patch it later. It doesn't work that way, alright? How about delaying the game and then releasing an open beta update? But at the same time, games shouldn't be delayed for years and years and years and years and years. It doesn't take it can create complications here, but it shouldn't take 7 or 8 years to complete here. It does take 2 to 3 years to complete, but if you're working on this stuff here, but studios, why don't you just work on 1 or 2 games at a time instead of making a mess load of games and then publishing it here? How about just making up a parent company and then providing them providing the stuff that would prioritize the game titles. All right, we don't need LittleBigPlanet every year. All right, I don't expect LittleBigPlanet 4 to be released. I mean, so when you rush things out and you rush a lot of stuff, and you give bad apples to your gamers like this, gamers are going to put you off, and they're going to mark you bad, and they're going to I mean, look at how the video game crash in 1983 took place. Like, games were poorly made. I mean, E.T. It's just a jump of the iceberg. And other companies come out and say, hey, 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 me too, me too, me too. And look what happened. Buggy games came out, and the video game industry crashed. And so, really, I hope that Sumo would learn from this. I hope that you post comments that, hey look, perhaps in the future you should have worked out the bugs beforehand you put the game release and make an open beta for them here. So, yeah, that's what I have to say, JDL, and, yeah. Dang these people.